Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship. This could be in the past, could also be a current relationship. For some of you, it could be a situationship. For others of you, this could be a connection that you feel there's a whole lot of energy between the both of you, but no one's really speaking up. Just a whole lot of gestures, body language, energy, and that's about it. Whew. Okay, so, Sag, we have here pleasure followed by grief. Then we have love, beauty, selfhood, energy, betrayal, creativity, and under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have growth. All right. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. My method is quite different. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. All right. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. And the feelings are quite intense. This could also be vice versa, but this is what I'm seeing that's coming from your person of interest. My dear Sagittarius, I feel that when I said goodbye, I didn't know it would last this long. Bon voyage. It is a time that I've been reflecting, thinking about the past, thinking about the pleasure that I have felt with someone like you. And all of this pleasure, whether it's physical, spiritual, and emotional, it is pleasure. And it makes my heart happy, knowing that you are out there somewhere, even if you are far from me. I still think about you. And a part of me, a big part of me now grieves. I am sad. I feel hurt, heartbroken, and I just feel broke. Why? Because I've realized now that I've done things that I shouldn't have. I behaved in certain ways. I shouldn't have done that. That wasn't really who I was. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's not. It's almost as if I have a dual personality. It's hard for you to know what moves I will make next. Yes, I have been unpredictable, and this has caused a problem. I know this. I understand this. I do feel that in this connection, I have this strong sense, the feeling of guilt, remorse, regret, sadness, and melancholy. And in the darkest of skies, you were that one bright star. You were that guiding light. You were the one that led me home. And now I feel like I've lost it all. No longer is it there. It has fallen. And I try to catch it, but I fear that it may fade. This star is you. The beauty in my life. And now I realize how much I love you. Deep down to the core. I didn't know I felt this way before, and I guess it took a while and for me to realize that you're gone. And it only happened after you left. The real impact happened after there was distance. This distance has made me realize how much I truly love you. Do I love you? Yes, I do. Absolutely, yes. Is this love sacred? Yes. This love is true. It is clean. It is pure. It is something that you only read in ancient lore. That is how strong this love is. This is unconditional. There's a part of me that feels just by default it was made to love you. And I feel I was made to be loved by you. But because of this distance, it's just ripping me apart. It is so difficult to think straight. To do certain things during the day, I can't concentrate. Because whatever happens, when I go home, when I sleep at night, I see your face. In my mind's eye, I see us. And now I regret what I have done. Because I see you are somebody who is just so beautiful. Not only on the inside, but on the outside. The beauty, your character, your charm, your talents, your charisma, everything about you, for me, is so perfect. But certain things have happened and I have moved on. And because of this, I now realize it's inevitable you are to move on as well. Whatever I did to you, you learned from that. Once bitten, twice as shy. Now there's this aura that you have, this energy that you exude. It shows me the energy and the feeling of you being single and ready to mingle. Maybe you're like this, maybe you're not like this. But whatever the case is, I see you as somebody now who's very independent, self-reliant, self-sufficient. You are now no more naive as you once were. You have changed. And you have changed, unfortunately, because of the things that I have done to you. I personally don't like this change. A long time ago, I knew who you were. And I could get you. I feel like I had you. But now it's like I've lost you. Slipping away through and from my fingers, I cannot grab you anymore. That thought even is gone because you have changed. You are now very defensive. You are guarded. This is how it appears to me. Maybe I'm thinking too much. But this is what I feel that you are going through. And the things that I have done would have only made you more cautious and more self-reliant. And I'm sorry that I put you there. A part of me feels this energy that comes from you. This feeling of a spiritual connection. It's huge. It's vast. And yet I know that despite the love that was there, there has been betrayal. I behaved in a way that was very unpredictable. Not something that you had expected. And because of this, I realize now that to you it must have seemed as if I was a stranger, as if you never knew me at all. Was I a stranger? I see things now clearly, and yes, I was. I could have been more open. I could have had more clear communication with you, but I did not. I was very closed off, and I only had one thing in mind. What I wanted. It was always about me, me, me. And I betrayed you. Now there's a lack of trust. There's a lack of faith. But a small glimmer, a small little light in the darkness. It is ignited in me like a flame of hope for you, and I want to create something with you. I want to create love with you. A long-lasting relationship, but I just don't know if this can even work out because of the things that I have said and done. The way I treated you, and even after the fact, how I treated you. I also feel that things just happen a little too fast. It's time for me to finally slow down and take things easy. I want to know who you are, learn more about you. What was your past like? What are your dreams and goals and ambitions far into the future? How can I be a part of that? I don't know if you want me back. I don't know if I can be with you. And because I know I've hurt you. And it's because I've betrayed you. But do I love you? Yes, I do. Do I know what to do about this love? No, I don't. I don't know how to move on. So I stay in grief, in silence, in sadness. Sagittarius. That was very intense. My God. I kept seeing the word in the beginning and I had to say it, bon voyage. I never say that word, ever. Something happened here, and specifically the word is bon voyage. So I don't know, maybe somebody out there is resonating with it. Please let me know, because in my mind's eye, I keep seeing it. All right. That was intense. That was very intense. You guys are going through a lot right now. Your person of interest is really regretting what they've done and the way things turned out. The connection that you had may have started very suddenly because you have the growth card. So it could have been something very fast, intense, and then it kind of stopped. And now you're wondering where you're going further, but this person just realizes that what they did to you was wrong. All right, let's have a look here. I have here the deck called the Lover's Path Tarot. So for those of you who are new, the first set of cards that I just read, that is the current status. Here, I'd like to have a look a little bit into the past. What happened in the beginning that caused this problem to go downhill in the first place? So I'll be looking at that. These cards I do read in the reverse. And also I wanted to mention that this is for those of you that may have received any sort of closure. This person may have ghosted you. They may have just faded over time. Perhaps the communication that they've had with you has become quite less. And that's troublesome, right? You just wonder, like, why? Why did they do this? Because I'm still getting the word communicate clearly. So in this connection, there was a lack of communication. There should have been more open and honest communication. For sure. I keep seeing that in my mind's eye right now. All right, 2 of Arrows, and we have here the Queen of Coins. All right, let's have a look at the 2 of Arrows. 2 of Arrows, it talks about discomfort with a decision, not really having enough emotional control. This person was unable to understand the difficult situation that they were in. Unfortunately here, what happened was your person of interest was relying very much on their intellect and leaving emotions unconsidered. So this is what happened in this connection in the beginning when things were going well, and all of a sudden there was this distance. When this distance happened, there was a decision-making process that was going on in their mind, and they took it very logically. They took this whole scenario and the situation like a mathematical equation. Yes. They looked at it logically, rationally, practically, realistically, and according to them, they were not comfortable with it. What happened? They did not think with their emotions. They left their emotions out of the equation. Here we have the Queen of Coins. With the Queen of Coins, it talks about how this person felt that they needed to ground themselves. There was an over-materialistic orientation to life. And there was also disappointments in the home. So with a card like this, firstly, your person of interest may have had, either you know about this or maybe you don't, but behind the scenes, they were very much materialistic. They needed certain things in life. They like certain things to be in a certain way. And if they don't get it, then it just doesn't make them feel satisfied. So this is something here that happened with this individual, but it's part of their personality. Not only that, there was disappointments in the home. That could be related to money. That could be related to love. Whatever their home environment was like. Unfortunately, their home environment was affecting their decision and this relationship. Or the situationship that you're in. So that's where this is stemming from. It's something beyond this person's control. It's hard for them to have control over external issues and things. All right. I have here the Beginner's Tarot. So I like to have a look at any sort of actions. Wow, action indeed. Any sort of actions, plans, or intentions your person may have towards you. We got some really nice cards here. So here we have the Chariot followed by the 9 of Cups. Yep, restrictions. And that's exactly what happened. This person, like I just mentioned, that disappointment at home, right? They feel truly restricted, firstly by tradition. I'm seeing that here. There's something going on where they are unable to do certain things in this connection with you that you would like to, because it's against either their beliefs or it's against the way they think. There's some type of difference here. So there are differences. And because of these differences, it's very difficult for this person to move forward with you. Now, first card is the strongest. We have here the Chariot. So the Chariot talks about desire. This person is being pulled by desire towards you. And they want to make a decision. They want to make a decision fast, and they want to come back into your life. This is really nice. Now, it also talks about making that decision. Remember, we had the card just previously, and it talks about not being able to make a decision, right? Indecisiveness. So here, this person has decided. Who do they want? What do they want? They want you, Sag. Yes, they do. Why? Because 9 of Cups, you are what they wish for. They wish for you. They fantasize about you. But the important thing about this card is that emotionally, here is now the emotion. Finally, it's coming through. It's overflowing. It's coming through, but there's a little bit of an issue. We have the 9 of Wands. There are a certain amount of boundaries that this person has up, and some need to go up and some actually need to come down. Your person of interest knows that by the time it reaches the 10 of Wands, it's going to be very overwhelming. So right now, they have taken a step back. Maybe they're not even communicating with you. But what they're trying to do is sort their life out. Trying to see what can they handle, what can they not handle, what can they get rid of from their life, how can they regain balance, are there certain responsibilities somebody else can take instead of them. So there's something going on here where their time, energy, and effort is being spent elsewhere. However, they're investing that in themselves, which is great. That's good. Now, a completely kind of different issue that they have personally in their life, it's not related to you, but it's affecting them. And because it's affecting them, then it does affect you. So it is indirectly related to you. The 8 of Swords. Your person of interest here does have disappointments in the home front. Now, this could be home. This could be with friends, family, the place where you work. It could be a location, or it could be a person that's causing these restrictions. Now, this is your person of interest regarding this connection. They're not supposed to. Not that they can't. But they're not supposed to see anything, hear anything. They're not supposed to move. Their arms, legs, hand, feet are tied. They're surrounded by swords. They are caged. And somebody in the far distance is watching them like a hawk. So this person truly is trapped. They feel oppressed. They feel that they are restricted. There are constrictions here, and they do not know how to release themselves from this. And this is a problem. The overall arching theme is the 4 of Pentacles. Part of this person's issue is that they got a bit of stubbornness. I'm seeing the word stubborn. And ego-oriented competition. They have pride, but they also have a lot of ego. And there's certain things in their life that they are very strict about. They believe certain things in a certain way, and they think that that's just the way it should be. Why? Because it's always been like that. That's their perspective, right? Here, your person of interest is also holding on to the thought of you, and not only you, but the thought of security. You make them secure, and the way their lifestyle is right now, if it's regarding anything to do with money, they feel that sense of security as well. But there's a problem to that. They're not willing to adjust. That's an issue. So even though they want to come back into your life, and I see them rushing back because they wish for you, there may be an issue here with external forces, external people, external situations or circumstances. These things are keeping your person of interest apart from you. Not only that, but even their mindset creates problem and friction. So guys, is this worth it? For some of you, you're like, no, it's not worth it. Is this worth it? I mean, there's a lot of differences here. It's huge. It's the person's difference. Like, their mindset is different than yours, first of all. And second, there's also external issues here too. You see, it's easy to have a relationship when there's only external issues and both of you work together like a team. That's okay. That's doable. People can handle that. But when you are not a team, and when you also have external people that are causing problems, that is so just crumbly, isn't it? It's not solid. So think about it, Sag. Yes, this person is going to, at some point in time, approach you because they do genuinely love you, but they need to settle the score with somebody else or settle what's going on. Just have their ducks in a row. That sort of saying that they have, right? Because this person needs to sort things out before they even reach out to you. The problem is they're reaching out to you while everything in their life is not sorted out. That's the problem. So think about it. If and when this person reaches out to you, they're very passionate. There's a lot of desire and there's a lot of speed here, okay? Person's coming in fast. So just make sure that you know what this individual is going through so that all of a sudden, poof, one day when they're gone, you just don't kind of freak out and it's like, oh my God, did they leave me? Because it's just me. No, it's not you. It's actually the other circumstances that they're stuck in. Other people, other situations, disappointments in the home. Like I said earlier, clearly communicate. All right, just going to do a quick prayer. All right. Let's see what the angels have to say about this. This is not Doreen Virtues. These are Archangel answer cards, and these are messages that I'm channeling from Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Be assertive. Look for a sign, followed by let go. Then we have ask for help from others. No. Okay. Reconsider. Followed by there's something better. Improving health. All right. Starting off, don't shoot the messenger. Metaphorically speaking. We got a situation here, Sag, where the angels are a little unhappy with the situation because they see your past, present, and your future, right? They live in the spiritual realm, so they can see all of that. It exists at one point. They see that this person, they're not good for you. Now, this is a general love reading. You guys know this is public. This is not a private love reading. There's so many of you now. So it's not going to resonate with everybody, okay? This is not going to be resonating for many of you because this is for those of you who have, overarching theme, who have had health-related issues due to this. The angels are quite worried about that. That's why it's the overall arching theme. And that is why toxic people, you get rid of them. You don't keep them in your life. Out. That's what's happening here. To some degree, this connection became very toxic. There's love. You may love them. But the problem is that the circumstances that they are in, that is causing problems. And if that is causing problems, how are you going to be in this connection happy and moving forward? How will you be able to achieve that? When you have all these other external circumstances that are just causing problems. It's not your fault. And sometimes it's not even the other person's fault. It's just that they are stuck in that sort of bubble And that is their life. If they go against it, all hell might break loose for them. There's a reason why they're not going against it. So let's just see what the message is here. First off, be assertive. So this is just generic, okay, for all of you. Be assertive because here this card talks to me about how you may have just been bending over backwards trying to make this person happy. Some of you may have just been walking on eggshells, kind of scared, not really knowing what to say next, not even knowing how they're going to act or interact or react to you, right? So they want you to just to simply be yourself and be assertive. Let this person know what you're comfortable with and what you're not comfortable with. Now, we also have not only that feeling of comfort, but the feeling of being assertive and authority. You are someone. You have a mind. You can speak, hopefully. Or rather, just you can communicate. Could be any form of communication, but you can. And that is what is needed here. You need to let this person know what your boundaries are. Here we have look for a sign to let go. Look for a sign to let go. Many of you, this seems to be a reading for those of you who see a path forward, but it's dark. You don't know where to go. This is a message from the angels in heaven, and they are telling you, look for those red flags that you have not been seeing before, the things that your friends and family have been telling you about this person, certain things that you've been ignoring because you just love them so much, and we have been in denial. And I say we do that. I do that. People do that when we are in love. We do not see things logically because we just can't. It doesn't work like that, does it? It's important for you to take a step back, to see it from a bird's eye view, a different perspective, and to understand and to see, is this something that could have potentially been a red flag? And I'm not just talking one. This needs to be at least more than 3, 4, even 5, right? Because then you know there's something going on here that's fishy. Does this person love you? Yeah, they do. But is it the right person for you? Maybe not. A lot of people can love you, but it might not be the right person for you. They're saying here, it's time for you to let go. Now, when you let go, you don't stop loving the person because it's not an on-off switch. No, we can't just stop. But what's important is that you start to save your energy and you start to bring it to yourself and you start working on yourself and helping yourself and loving yourself more. You need to do that because I see it here. It's not happening. You've been dedicating your time, energy, and effort more to this person, spending that energy. You know, energy actually, it's a pulse. It goes out. You can feel it. I can feel it. Like it's there. We don't see it, okay? But it's there. So you actually, it's like a battery charger, right? The battery charge, the charge that you have is just lessening. It's becoming less over time, over time, over time. But why is that happening? Because somebody else is draining your battery. That is this person. You may not realize that. Now, is it them draining it? Some of it is also because of negative energies, because they latch onto us when we are sad, lonely, depressed, and all sorts of negative emotions. But they want you here to let go. By letting go, it doesn't mean you stop loving them, but it means that you take a step back and you start to think about this. All the red flags, all the negative things that may have happened in this connection. We also have here, ask for help from others. No. Interesting. What does that mean? Sag, you've had some people in your life who have been giving you some advice, and they may not be the best of people. They actually may be jealous of you. So going forward, keep your distance from people that you have even the inkling, like even a small, hint or shadow of a doubt that this person is jealous, malicious in any way. You stay away from that person. You do not talk to that person. Talk to your like family who's very, very close, like your immediate family, or somebody who has been your best friend, your whole life, and you know that person's not jealous. Those are the people that will give you genuine good advice. But getting help from others, that could be anybody. Not everybody is giving you good advice. That's what the angels here are saying. And upon the realization of all of this, what they want you to do is finally go back to the drawing board and reconsider. Reconsider what it is that you are going to say and do in this connection, what your plans were, what you wanted to do, what you thought you were going to do. Reconsider all of that. Why? Because two things. There's something better that's going to happen in this connection. If some of you wish to stay, there's something better that's going to happen in this connection, something that you don't know about, but it's going to be good. And for the majority of you, there's going to be somebody else coming into your life that's going to be better than this person. The overall arching theme, improving health. Is your health going to improve? Some of you may not have been feeling so well. This could be just simply feeling drained. Your energy, stress, depression, anxiety has caused certain things. You start to attract without knowing negative energies. And this has taken a toll on some of you. Not all of you. It could be to any degree, any level, right? But the fact is, these cards are so negative that it's a clear-cut message. It is absolutely clear. I can't even make it up. Be assertive and look for a sign. It's important for you to let go and ask for help from others. Question mark? No, do not. Reconsider, because there's something better. And eventually, health is wealth. Health is happiness. Health comes first, and that is you. That is what you need to take care of first. And if you're in this connection, and if you notice it's draining you, maybe it's not for you. Connections are not supposed to drain. I know. It takes a while. There's one person, I was shocked even. My heavens, I thought 20 years waiting for somebody was a long time. There's somebody in the comments in one of the other readings, they said 41 years. 41 years. Oh heavens, please. Please. No. You've wasted your life, dear one. Let's not. We can't do that. We do it for some time, but then you realize, you know what? The wheels are turning. Life is going on. People are moving on. People are achieving things. And where am I? What am I doing? Right? Use that energy that you have, even if it is negative, even if it's like sadness. I've done that a lot. Writing songs. Creating certain pieces of artwork. Blowing off steam. Going to the gym. Taking care of yourself. Energy is transferred, right? The energy from one to the next, but it doesn't fade away. It doesn't actually go away. So this is what you need to do. You need to use that energy that you have, put it to some good use. Because this person, even though they may love you, they may wish for you, there is way too many obstacles, it appears, that are beyond this person's control as well. And one day, hopefully, fingers crossed, if it works out for them, then that's well and good. You guys could probably be together. But in the meantime, I see this being very complicated. So I see this as something that's very difficult. Sagittarius, that is your reading. That was very intense. Thank you for tuning in, all of you. Let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. I would recommend for those of you who may have felt that there is a misalignment between what you would call your mind, body, spirit, and your soul. I do have a reading for that I do. It's called the Chakra Checkup. And I teach you how to get rid of negative energies from your home, around your aura, and inside of your chakra centers, which are associated to your bodily functions. And these are negative energies. We're dealing with jinns, demons, evil spirits. It's not something too spooky. The method is very easy, but I do a reading for you and I tell you what you have, how many you have. I have the ability of doing that distant, having a look at what you have in your home from a distance. around your aura and inside of your body, which seems pretty creepy, but it's a talent I have. It's a gift from God that I have. So I have developed it over the past 2 decades. So this is why I want to help people. Have a look at that. If you feel that there's any negative energy in your home, you can also get a much simpler package. That is the Holy Light package. And this could be regarding anything. Black magic, evil eye. This could be any sort of paranormal feelings that you may have in your home. Sleep paralysis even. So have a look at that. Go to my website, visit my website, www.asnointia.com. You can have a look at the rates and packages section, and there's a few packages that I still have open, as well as love readings. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please, for those of you who are new, have a look at my other channel as well on YouTube. It's called Asnointia Audio. I have videos there regarding past life and spiritual connections, relationship-related advice, as well as one of them is on negative energies. What and who are negative energies? How to recognize and remove such things. In this connection, it appears to be a case like that. There is some negative energy here that's taking advantage of the way you feel versus how they feel. So it's important to get rid of those things. All right. You all take care. Stay safe. I'll see you guys again. Bye now.